Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Justin. If you didn't know, now you know.
Welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabi. If you didn't know, now you know. And today is the long-awaited Get to Know My Boyfriend Q&A. So I asked on my Instagram for whatever questions you guys want to know about us, our story, first kiss, everything. It's going to get a little juicy. You guys are going to find out the tea behind us and our relationship. And I'm just excited for you guys to get to know us finally. Let's just get right into it. Question 1. How did the love story begin?
Wow.
It's almost exactly like 6 years ago from right now.
Yeah, literally this weekend.
Yeah.
I guess would mark the 6-year mark. It started back in 2015 at a camp called Hot Shots, and that's when I met Gabi for the first time.
So I actually followed him on Instagram way before this because he was like kind of well known in the cheer world. I mean, you were just really good.
Yeah.
And I was obviously like cheer obsessed at the time, so I just followed anyone that was anybody. So followed him, already knew who he was.
I had no idea who she was. I definitely didn't follow her on social media. I didn't know the name. I didn't even know the gym that she was cheering at. So to hear her kind of say that is kind of funny because like almost like how the tables have turned, you know? So
So we were at Hot Shots. I was obviously on TLC, but he was still on World Cup.
Yep. I was on Odyssey.
So I'm going to let you take it because you kind of started everything back then.
Okay, so yes. So I first met her at Hot Shots. I thought she was like this cute little blonde chick, and of course she was on TLC, so I was like, okay, like maybe let me get to know her. I don't know if I introduced myself to you or not. Or
you had to have.
Well, yeah, but like I don't even know how that would have started. Maybe through Kai, since I knew Kai already. Once the senior routine kind of happened at Hot Shots, we like ended up doing this like pose together, and like honestly we'll put the picture in this video. So
right
it's super rough, honestly. It's a very rough picture of us, but
it started
you know,
everything.
yeah,
So
it really did start everything for sure.
So in my eyes, I didn't know he was flirting with me. Not that he was like trying to do anything. Like you didn't make a move or anything.
No. I just wanted to get to know you.
In your
I don't know,
eyes,
yeah, you were just super cute,
kind of,
so I was just like, why not?
I thought it was. I was like, oh my god, this is what it's like to be on TLC. Like this is
Just,
fun.
yeah,
He's just so nice. Like I knew of him already. Like I had no idea he was flirting with me. Super oblivious to all that.
I told her I wanted to hang out with her that night, but then of course living in Miami, she like left that night, and I stayed the extra night before my flight the next morning. So I was like, whatever. I guess I'll catch her like throughout the cheer season, at like a competition or whatever.
So that was 2016. He still lived in New York, cheered New Jersey, that whole area. I was on here on TLC. I was in a relationship after that. The next year, he moved down to TLC.
Moved down after I graduated high school. And obviously I knew who she was, but we were on the same team, but did not speak at all.
So here's the thing. I was in a very unhealthy, toxic relationship, and I was physically told that I was not allowed to talk to him.
At all.
I got in many fights over it, many arguments. I was not allowed to talk to him because clearly someone could see what was between us when
what
we
was
didn't
already
even
happening.
know.
Yeah, like nothing was even happening that year. Like I came down not thinking anything about even being with her, like wanting to be with her at the time, and just like I said, like she was just a teammate, a friend, and I was just ready to like have this new experience of living in Miami and just like becoming a part of Top Gun, and just like I said, like enjoying my life down here now, you know. So like just finding out all of that down the line and stuff was just super funny because like I said, nothing was even happening at the time, so like it was kind of just childish. But
so 2017 to me feels like it didn't even happen. I was in just that relationship was bad. It was my first year of college. I lived in a dorm. I just was so unhappy that it's probably really bad, but I don't have any memories from that year at all, which sucks because they all talk about it all the time as it being like one of their favorite years ever.
Yeah, it was by far the best year of cheerleading I've ever experienced. Like 2017 was amazing, and if you were a part of that,
I don't remember.
Thank you so much for making that year so memorable.
So literally nothing happened in 2017 at all. We barely spoke, even at practice. Like
we took a couple pictures, and she got in trouble for it.
And you had to take them off because I got in trouble for it. So then after that was 2018. We were on Double O. You weren't on it originally.
I was not.
And then I was finally single in like January.
Yeah, so she was finally single. We definitely became better friends.
I mean, that
just
was like
being able to like
for
hang
sure
out
the start
and
of,
just
like actually becoming friends.
Yeah, and feelings coming
More
about.
than
Yeah,
friends.
just you know, like I don't know. It was just like an opportunity that like we got to like know each other on like a deeper level in a sense. Like we were able to hang out. Like we had like beach days, pool days, like things like that. But like nothing really more than that, you know, until I wanted it to like get somewhere, and like I tried.
Okay, yeah. So there was a period where we hung out a lot.
Yeah. like it was fun, and honestly, like it wasn't really like anything, you know, like it was just
No.
like being able to finally hang out, and it was
right.
just like because you were who you were and I'm who I am, so it was just like I don't know, getting to know each other. I guess
It was just as friends to begin with, but we've
Yeah.
always just been this way of each other, so it kind of escalated.
It's just been like a
to
flirty
little
like
more.
friendship,
Always,
you know, just because like look at her, you know what I'm saying, and it's just like how could you not want to, you know? So like I said,
So
it's just,
here comes 2018. We went to the beach. I drove with him. Well, someone else drove, but like we rode together. Came back and we were like, oh my god, so tired. Like, let me just hang out at the house for a little bit. He tried to make a move, and I rejected him.
I did, and I respected it. You know, she just wasn't ready at the time.
Yeah, it was just like too soon after my breakup, and I was like, I am just not that person that just like hooks up with anyone. It was like that's not me. So like, even though I like really enjoyed spending time with him, and like I really wanted to keep spending time with him, it didn't feel right in the moment. It's like right person, wrong time completely. So nothing really came about it, even though in my eyes, I said, not the excuse I used, but he like asked if he could kiss me, and I was like, I'm just not ready. In his eyes, he took that, she's not ready, like, I'm just going to back away, like, I don't want to push
I just wanted
anything.
to make sure that I gave her the right amount of space for her to be ready if time ever came to it. You know, like, I wasn't going to push, like, those boundaries and stuff, and like I said, like, I enjoyed having her as a friend, so there's no need to keep pushing it to try to get more out of it, especially at that time. But it would have been nice to, you know, like, start things in 2018, but
yeah,
it's okay, because look at us now, right?
After that, we both got in relationships. We both got in relationships, and we were just always in the same friend group, so we'd like always be in the same places. Obviously, we were both in the gym all the time, and there was just always such a... Neither one of us ever made a move ever after that.
Never.
But it was always just like this unspoken thing between us. Like the tension was just there. Like we both just knew it was always a thing.
But never acted on it. Ever.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was literally just
ever.
unspoken. Like. You
so
know.
Then, fast forward to now, I was single. But unfortunately, there were some obstacles on your side, so we didn't talk for a little bit.
Yes, there was a 4-month like time period that Gabi and I did not speak.
Did not speak at all. Like, which is weird because normally in the gym, like we even before this was ever a thing, like
would always say hi to each other. Like we just like would like hang out like
yeah.
stunt sometimes. Like you know like nothing crazy, you know. But then like I said, like there was about 4 months where we did not speak, not because it stemmed from necessarily like on my end, you know, or her end, but like I said,
outside
just
factors
just kind of played into it and stuff. And like at the time, like I was just respectful of the current situation that was kind of happening. So I was like, hey, listen, like it is what it is to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was unfortunate, but she comes up to me one day in the gym, taps my shoulder, and I'm like, who's
like
tapping my shoulder?
4 months straight of not talking.
4 months. Taps my shoulder, and I turn around, and she looks at me, and she goes, hey, can we talk when you're done? I looked at her, and I was like, me? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, I think I'm done at like 8. And she was like, all right. And then...
So then we were friends again.
Yeah.
Back like nothing happened ever.
Right. We spoke about it and stuff and everything. And we were definitely way past it already by that point, you know. So like just being able to talk about it, like finally just cleared up the air. And it was just like, oh, I miss you so much. Like, how you been? You know, so...
Then a few months passed by, and I just realized that I am still very in love with you, and wanted this to happen really bad. But I refused to tell him. I told everyone else in the gym. Somehow, I have some really loyal friends, people that aren't even like my good friends, that I would just tell because I just felt this way.
To me.
And no one ever said a word to him. It was great.
Not a word. And like usually things get back to me. Like when I tell you like things always get back to me,
world,
one way or another. Things always get back to me.
And it never
you know,
did.
so like the fact that didn't get back to me like was like kind of impressive. You know, like that was like a first. And like I feel like I wish the one thing that would have got back to me was that never did.
So we would literally be in the staff room. He'd be like, oh, like, who are you talking to now? Like, anyone fun? I was like, oh, I was talking to, like, this person. There's this TikToker. Like, these professional athletes. Like, I have so many people, like, trying to, like, not, like, show off, but to just be like... But then I was like, I just, like, don't have the desire to talk to any of them.
And I was never really interested as, like, who she was talking to. It was kind of just to be like, oh, what have you been up to, you know? Like, are you still, like, you know, single or whatever? But... Because I definitely was not with anybody. I haven't been with anybody since that 1 year. So like I just think it's funny that like we've always had the type of relationship to like where we would just like speak about anything, you know. So like the one thing that you would think we would speak about, or like one person would finally just admit to the other person, and like kind of knowing what the other person was gonna say, you know, but she never did. She would tell everybody else, but not me, you know. So then finally, Kai was in town one weekend, and Kai and Gabi had come over to my house just to literally just like hang out. Like, I haven't seen Kai in a while, so they come over, hang out. They ended up staying at my house till 4
or 5 a.m.
4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, just
all night.
Kai and I talking about everything that basically Gabi has like almost ever told Kai about like our whole situation and stuff, and like what she was currently still feeling, you know. So he was kind of explaining all this to me literally while she's on her phone, like right behind
I'm
him.
not paying attention,
like not paying attention at all, like not saying
being a part of
anything.
the
And
conversation.
I was like, this is so interesting, like hearing this from Kai's mouth, knowing Gabi's literally right there. So I was just like, that's like so interesting to hear, but like it's like nice at the same time, because like, you know, like it's not that I've put those like feelings away, but like ever since I got rejected, it was just like, you know what, like maybe it's just never gonna happen, you know, even though it was like, well, kind of wanted to, but you know. But he finally was able to express those feelings that she's like, I guess, been having towards me and stuff, you know. So then like once they left that night, it really just had me thinking like, why hasn't she spoken to me, you know, like about this, if this is like how she's been feeling, like, you know, like. And he was just so like adamant about certain things, and I was just like, all right, well, I guess like I need to take matters into like my own hands and do something about it, you know. And then that's exactly what I did. I like literally asked her, like texted you, and I was just like, hey, listen, like, can we just have a conversation, like just us, like I want to hear what you have to say, like I want to hear it from your mouth, because like if that's the case, then like maybe we can go about it how we need to finally, after like so many years of just pushing it to the side, I guess, because of certain factors, you know. So like it was just honestly so crazy, and like it really just like kind of caught me off guard, because just at the time I like wasn't, I guess, like fully ready to like kind of deal with everything that came with that, you know. But like I said, it was just a matter of time, you know. And then we had this conversation in my car, and it's just like,
I was gonna say, then that
like,
goes into the next question.
Yes.
First kiss story. So.
I gotta say this now. I gotta say this.
So he was like, "Hey, can we talk after practice, or after we were both done with work and stuff at the gym?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? I already know how this is going." Well, I was like, "It's either going one of two ways." No, I didn't. It's either going one of two ways. It was either one, you being like, "Hey, this can't happen right now," like.
Which like
I don't know
almost
how
like
that
I tried
conversation
saying
would've
that,
went.
but like, you know,
Right,
whatever.
But then the other way was for him to like agree with how we both knew that we felt. So we get in the car, we have this conversation. He does the whole, "Oh, I'm not really looking for a relationship. Like, I don't think I'm ready for this, but like, I also don't want to lose the opportunity again, blah, blah, blah." In my head, I was like, "You're just lying to yourself right now, but sure, whatever you want to say, whatever makes you feel good about yourself."
No, it's honestly not that I was lying to myself about the situation, but like I said, like just in that moment, there were so many things just that were like leading me to believe that like that's what I kind of had to tell myself because of certain things, you know. And like it was honestly like it was just like I said, something that was in the back of my mind for just so long, and I couldn't let this opportunity slip through my fingers again, or at least not try like I did the first time. I was like, so if I try to kiss you again right now, like, are you gonna tell me no, like you're not ready? Like, just trying to be funny, because obviously what happened in 2018 was very similar to that, you know. And she was like what? No, like
I don't even know.
Like,
I'm so awkward in situations like this.
So
Until I don't even know if I said anything. I
Then-
literally just like shook my head and like.
and she was like no, and I was just like, all right, well, this is the opportunity. This is the moment we've been waiting for, you know. And then it finally happened, you know. And then
It started
just
out with a kiss. How did it? But from that moment on,
really
it was not
It was-
only a kiss. That was the beginning of everything. So
You know,
then
so-
after that, it just turned into us like hanging out a lot.
yeah, just like pool days and just, you know, like lunches, and you want to hang out and grab food, or just, you know,
And it was just
little
like
things.
we kind of just skipped the whole like talking stage, because we kind of already went through that, and we've just known each other so
Yeah,
long, and it's
it was
always been
just-
like that. And
exactly.
It was just like it literally went from like 0 to 100. It was like first kiss, and it was like,
Real
okay, we're
fast.
together like all the time. We want to spend
In a matter
every
of
night
weeks.
together.
In
like,
a matter
like
of weeks.
so
honestly,
fast.
yeah, it was super fast, you know. But
Which then leads to the next question of, how did he ask you to be his girlfriend?
so
He didn't.
I never like, formally said like, hey,
Because
will you be my girlfriend?
It
You know,
literally
it just
went from like
things
nothing
just
to
happened.
just like official. Like
right, you know. And then we just picked a date for
So our anniversary date is April 14th, and we just randomly chose that day because My birthday's the 27th. His is the May 11th. We were like, let's pick a date a little before that, so we're not like celebrating everything back to back.
Yeah, you know. So
and
then
4/14 sounds fun.
Yeah, it was something different, you know, like 4/14. So like whatever. Yeah.
I guess this kind of goes to both of us because, like we said, we weren't like looking for a relationship. It just kind of happened. Especially you, because you didn't want a relationship, so you say. So, how did you know you were ready, and were you scared of losing your independence? I wanted to include this one because I get so many DMs that are like, I thought you wanted to be independent, like now you're in a relationship. Here's the thing with being in a healthy relationship.
She's very independent.
You should continue to be independent.
She's very independent. Like, her life, she focuses on herself. She works on her own. Like, she does everything, like, on her own. And I'm the same way. I do everything on my own. I work. I live my life. Like, we live our lives, like, separately, but now, like...
together.
Exactly. You know?
It's not like our lives are, like, meshed. I mean, it's so much easier for us because we work at the same place. Like, so we do see each other a lot.
We live close to each other, too. So, like, yes, it's just, like, it works so well that it doesn't, like... we're just having fun. We're living life. Like, you know, like, I don't feel like I'm in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't feel like it's, like there's no baggage. There's no, like, you know, that we're, like, holding on to.
Like, how did I know I was ready is because it was just so easy.
It's so easy. It's so easy, you know? And, like, that's what it really comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you know that, like, everything that you're doing in your life just works so well and that you don't need anybody and you just really want to be with that other person and they just make you that much better. You know, like, it's just, you do things for them and with them and everything is just now working together to build together, you know? But like I said, those foundations alone are very important because that's the only way that's going to stay strong when, like, time comes to, like, continue building more and more. It's awesome, honestly. It's so great. Like, just, you know what I'm saying, being happy all the time and just loving life and doing life with you.
The best way I can explain is it's just easy. Like, so, everything's just so easy.
We work very well together. Honestly, we're both Tauruses, which is, you know, not that it's, like, impressive because
I'd say it's not normal. Like, normally, like, when you're the same zodiac sign, you, like, butt heads so much and you're so, like, especially Tauruses are supposed to be very stubborn and
I'm very
like,
stubborn.
Not when it comes to me, though.
But not when it comes to you.
I was gonna say.
At all. Everything changes, honestly, when it comes to her. Like, how I tend to normally be.
Yeah.
Like, how I tend to, like, just normally be and stuff and everything, you know? Like,
but I always knew it was different with me, and no one ever saw this side of him, or even this side of us, because, like, 2018, we were never, like, this really, like,
we
around anyone else. Right. So, even this time around, when I was telling people, I was like, I am in love with him, I want to be with him. There are people who would be like, oh, I don't know if that's a good idea, like, I don't want you to get hurt, like, we know how he is, and I would literally be like, I know this sounds so stupid, and I hate when girls say this, because most of the time it just comes around and, like, bites them in the back. But I was like, he's so different with me. Like, no one ever saw it. But now look at him. Next question. What are things he has taught you about yourself in a healthy relationship? So happy for you. I'm going to be honest. This is the first healthy relationship I think I've ever been in. And it's going to be so cheesy. And I'm so not good at, like... I'm really good at, like, writing my feelings. And, like, I give him a whole birthday card that, like, explained everything. But, like, when it comes to actually saying it...
It was, like, really nice to hear. Like, everything that was written on that birthday card was, like, awesome.
When it comes to actually saying it, like, you say everything a lot more. But I feel like just, one, I feel like you just, like, showed me what I deserve. Like, you just treat me so well. And you, like, love me so well. And two, like, your actions speak louder than your words. Like, well, okay. You just reassure me a lot that anywhere we go, you make me feel like I'm, like, the prettiest girl in the room. Like...
Because you are.
Thank you. Just, I don't know, you just always say things to make me feel good, but, like, your actions back everything up, and, like, you reassure me. Like, there's not a second that I ever have to question anything with you at all.
For sure.
That question wasn't really, like, asked to you, but, like, in your eyes now, what about me?
Just being with Gabi just reminds me of just, like, how much I can enjoy life with somebody else. You know, like, for the longest time, like, I thought that I wasn't going to really start, like, trying to tie down and, like, try to start something with somebody until, like, later on in life.
Yeah, he told me in 2018, he told me it doesn't matter who we date now as long as we find each other by 25 so we can get married.
Okay, well, yeah, we're 2 years before that, you know, but like I said, like, I was just kind of just, like, trying to live, like, my early, like, 20s and stuff and everything because, you know, you never get them back and stuff, but being with her, like, my whole, like, thought process on that has changed completely. You know, like, when you find somebody that you truly just love being around and just being with, and it's just, you know, like, you fall asleep with them and you wake up to them and it's just, like, the best thing in the world, and it's just, like, can't wait to get your day started with them. And, like, whenever I go to work, I come back home and, like, I'm so excited to see her again, and that's just, like, day in and day out, you know. So, like, just being with her has just taught me that, like, once you find your person, there's no need to like weight on like anything else, like, you know what I'm saying, like outside factors or anything and stuff. Like, just go with it and truly enjoy it, you know, because they don't come around too often, you know. So I definitely just enjoy being with you and love you very much. So
Okay, now it's cheesy and the cute things. Now, biggest pet peeve about the other person.
Well,
Mine is.
Okay, go first. Go first.
You just always play the volume on your phone so loud. Like, we'll be laying literally like this. I'm trying to watch TikTok, and he's watching TikTok, and his phone is, like, on the loudest setting, and I can't
Honestly,
hear mine.
yes. I tend to do that.
A lot.
I do. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, it's too loud. I'm like, great. Okay. My biggest pet peeve, which is going to sound kind of crazy, but because I, like, love shoes and, like, I love sneakers and whatever the case may be, when she wears dingy old socks, right? Like Nike socks that are just super, like, faded, and she gets, like, a new pair of shoes and, like, nice shoes, and then she wears them, like, the whites just don't match.
Okay, so I wore, like,
it's just like
old white Nike socks with, like, my Dior shoes.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
Now we don't have that problem anymore.
At all.
Because I just got restocked on my Bomba socks, and they're actually sponsoring this video, which... seamless intro. So we're gonna take a little break from this video to talk about today's sponsor, and then we'll be back. Sponsorships like this are my absolute favorite because I've been such a big fan of Bombas for the longest time. So I love when there's a product that I already use on the daily, and then they reach out and it's like an automatic yes, I want to work with you, because I get so excited to share that product with you guys. And then let me tell you, Bombas are the most comfortable socks that have ever been on my feet. And I can speak from experience now, because there's this one pair of shoes that I wear a lot, and almost every single time if I wear them for like pretty much the whole day, I always get a blister, or like the back of my heel just starts to hurt with the way it rubs. But the other day I wore my Bombas high socks with them for the first time, because I finally got the high socks. I normally just have the normal crew socks, but I got the high socks and I wore them, and I did not get a single blister. I could not feel any discomfort. The socks are just so comfortable that it made such a big difference. And one of my favorite things about them is that for every pair of socks that are bought, they donate a pair of socks to someone in need. And because of this, they've actually been able to donate over 45 million pairs of socks. So I 10 out of 10 recommend trying them out. Not only can you buy a pair, but then you can also give a pair and get 20% off using my code GabiFuller. So I'm gonna have everything linked down below that you can click. Again, use code GabiFuller to get 20% off your first order. They have such a wide range of socks, from different heights of socks to so many different colors, patterns, anything you could possibly want. They definitely have a sock out there for you. So go check them out. I seriously love them so much, and I'm very excited to be partnering with them on this video. And let's get back to it. And we're back with the next question. Do you plan on moving in together? So, if you look to your left, he's half moved in without moving in. So,
it's just easier for me to like have some clothes here and stuff, because I do stay here a lot. So like I said, going back and forth sometimes just isn't the move.
Originally the plan was absolutely not until like I move out of this apartment and buy a house. But it's just gotten to the point where we spend every single day and every night together, that like it's probably gonna happen sooner than that, because it just makes life easier.
It really would be nice just to be able to move into a house already.
Yeah.
You know, because like if I do move in here, it's like, okay, I move again. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like I move into from my house to here, and then it's just like here to another house.
I feel like I kind of answered this question in the HelloFresh video, the like boyfriend reveal video, but so I want you to answer it. Where do you see your relationship in 5-ish years?
So 5-ish years would put us about at like 28 and stuff. We'll definitely be married by that point, you know, if things go as planned. I'm just kidding.
I was like, definitely, yeah.
Definitely moved into a house, 1000%. Marriage would definitely be next. Then a baby around that time would definitely be the next step after that, you know, so. And like by that time we would have traveled to way, you know what I'm saying, like way more countries and just way more different places and stuff, and just like enjoy our lives like that, you know. I feel like before the whole family comes into play, it's just so much easier to be able to just to travel us two and really take the time out to go explore the world, because the world is just a beautiful place, you know. It's like there's just so many things that we want to do and go. So, and
the final question, I feel like we've been talking forever, but like this video was needed. If you get married, do you plan on staying in Florida?
Yes, most likely.
Yeah,
you know, definitely more up north.
Yes,
not Miami.
We both have, so like I have family that lives in like Pompano area. He has like, well, it will be soon, like all of your friends,
all my boys
living in like the Delray area. So that's just a lot nicer of an area.
Just wait for that. I'm telling you, when they move down here, just wait for just like the videos and just all the fun things that we're all gonna be doing.
It'll be fun
and
content
just,
because
like, super
I don't have
fun
friends.
Content. Yeah.
So at least he'll have friends.
Just me and the
that
gang.
I can be a part of.
me and the gang. We'll have a good time for real.
But yeah, so we definitely want to. I probably stay in Florida for almost ever. I just love the weather. I just love being down here.
Yeah.
We're both from the north, so like we've already experienced that. We both moved away.
We'll definitely be visiting a lot. You know, like if my family does stay there and like her family stays in like Pennsylvania, we'll definitely be like visiting there.
Okay, well I think that's it. So hope you guys know us better, know him better. He's gonna be in probably almost every video from here on out. So get ready for that. Lots of fun content. I feel like it's just more fun when it's not just me. My life is not boring, but like the same thing over and over. So now that you're in it, we just spice it up a little bit. We have a lot of fun videos already planned that we want to do, but comment down below anything else you want to see from us, any challenges. Please don't give any pranks. I don't even want to start the prank war. I don't want to do the prank videos because I know I'll end up hating myself because you'll probably just be way better at them than I am.
Oh, most definitely. We won't do that. We won't do that. We have a lot of other things in mind, so. You know.
A lot of traveling this summer. He's coming to meet my family. We'll vlog that, and then I'm going to New York with him to meet his family. We kind of already
Stay tuned. Honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. I'm very excited for all of that, so.
So, I think that's pretty much it. I want to thank Bombas again for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check them out. Everything's linked down below. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big like, comment down below, subscribe to your post notifications on, all that, and I'll see you in the next video.